Oh, excuse me. I was checking my Facebook page. I don't want to miss anything. Hi, it's Karen. Does this example sound or feel familiar? This type of behavior is one of the reasons that I chose my topic. So I wondered if the use of cell phones, more specifically social media, affects the mental health and well-being of young adults. This topic touches the lives of many families. The use of social media has grown tenfold over the last decade. According to NPR in 2019, 84% of young adults had a smartphone. It is a necessity in today's world. It has changed the way the world and people operate and the way we interact. There is an abundance of great things that using technology has conceived. As I can present this TED Talk, video stream, and attend CIIS, I could not do either of these without technology, unless, of course, I moved to San Francisco. However, expressed concern about the possibility of technology, again, specifically social media, adversely affecting young adults. Seeing this picture from Laguna Blanca School and everyone's face looking at their phone, I wanted to dig deeper to see if social media does affect the mental health and well-being of young adults. Having 3 young adults of my own, I have witnessed firsthand behavioral changes and challenges due to cell phone use and social media. Social media has negatively affected them, each different, but all have endured some form of mental illness, whether it be depression, anxiety, or addiction. These personal experiences are also what drove me towards this research. The effects of social media were present in my children. Was this the case for other children as well? Young adults are the backbone of our future, and if they are struggling more now than in previous generations due to social media use, it is up to us to figure this out so that we can intervene. Understanding the challenges of social media use within young adults allows addressing the issue directly by educating parents and schools and establishing counseling protocols. In addition, indirectly, it would be helped by creating regulations and laws that govern and protect young adults, clearing their path for a healthier tomorrow. To be clear, the population of young adults is in their late teens to early 20s. This age group did not grow up with smartphones in their crib, but during the smartphone revolution, which began in 2007, first introducing young adults between the ages of 5 and 12. They use Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram and others to maintain a connection with their peers and the world. Jean Twenge, the author of iGen, has demonstrated that teenage depression and anxiety has risen over the past 10 years. Twenge is an advocate for bringing awareness of the adverse effects social media has on young adults. She has delved into many studies that correlate these changes and to the increase in teenage suicides. I have included a few graphs of Twenge's and Childhood 2.0 depicting these increases. As you can see here, feeling left out and lonely, which are risk factors for suicide, have increased over the course of the time that social media was introduced. Symptoms of depression have also gravely increased. Generalized anxiety has increased. And as I said earlier, depression or suicide has also increased. The numbers are staggering, and it begs consideration of whether social media, given the correlative time frame, leads young adults to the threats of mental illness and decreased emotional well-being. Additionally, awareness of social media's adverse effects on young adults and their mental health and well-being has begun to surface within society. In 2020, the release of the YouTube documentary, The Social Dilemma, brought to the forefront the damaging effects of social media from the tech designers of programs, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. They say it is more than advertising. They're using algorithms to manipulate you into keeping you connected to their sites. Childhood 2.0 brought the realization of the effects of social media to life by walking alongside families and children adversely affected or who see the adverse effects that come from the overuse of it. Tristan Harris, an American technology ethicist and former employee of Google, says in the Childhood 2.0 film that social media is an amplifier for the worst parts of us, which means that social media algorithms are calculated based on getting the most engagement. They have figured out that moral outrage provides the most attention, and they capitalize on this. This example illustrates a profound means of bullying in the 21st century. Sadly, it is not just with a few kids on the playground, and it is for all to see and for all to participate. This type of situation happens quite frequently, along with the fear of being left out or the fear of missing out, called FOMO. These are just a few examples of how social media can affect young adults. Another striking bit of data from 2019 shows that pornographic sites are visited more frequently than Amazon, Twitter, and Netflix combined. This number includes adults, but pornography is readily available to young adults, bolstering through social media platforms unsolicited. Knowing this, it cannot be suitable for young minds that are not yet fully developed and do not wholly understand what sex is. Other factors include overuse or the amount of time spent on social media and the time used on social media, meaning the time of day or night. Many young adults use it throughout the night, interrupting their sleep, and poor sleep habits link to mental illness. Childhood 2.0 and the Social Dilemma impacted me and pushed me even further into wanting to find out more about how social media affects young adults. Negative text messaging, online bullying, sexual predators introduce young adults to an inner world of danger. Learning the issues at hand provides a foundation to begin an effort to help curtail the adverse effects in their young developing minds and can help to provide tools for them to adapt to a healthier means of using social media platforms. There have been studies done trying to determine if social media affects mental illness and the well-being of young adults. Still, there's not a lot available, given that it is a new phenomenon occurring within the last decade. Factors to consider would include how often young adults use social media, at what time of day, and how they are influenced by what they see and do. Does distraction create any issues? And how does less eye-to-eye contact or in-person contact, and how would these contribute to negative mental health consequences and altered well-being of young adults? My goal is to use a qualitative method framework to get a bigger picture of how parents and young adults perceive social media. Also, if they recognize changes in behavior or have had any challenges with social media and what that looks like, how has it affected them? And have they had any symptoms of anxiety, depression, or addiction? Cell phones and social media are here to stay. As one dad put it in the film Childhood 2.0, the train has left the station. This project is not to disband social media. I do not think that is possible, but to develop an awareness and understanding of how it works. Learning the pitfalls of social media and understanding its manipulative power will help to facilitate change and minimize the risk of mental illness and well-being in young adults. I liken it to a probiotic designed to maintain the balance of good bacteria within the body. Knowledge of the impact of social media on young adults empowers society to help find a healthy balance of good social media use, but also maintaining the mental health and well-being of young adults. Thank you.